Come to Niagara Falls ComicCon for a 3-day celebration of pop culture featuring more than 150,000 square feet of exhibits, comic books, memorabilia, celebrities, the video game arena, Falls Horror Fest, and more. Come and meet more than 30 celebrities, including the legend himself, William Shatner, Breaking Bad's Giancarlo Esposito, TV Superman Dean Cain, Woo, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the 7th Dr. Sylvester McCoy, 90210's Jason Priestley, TMNT's Kevin Eastman, The Walking Dead's Chandler Riggs, Ghostbuster Ernie Hudson, and much more. Get your picture taken with the Ecto-1, the Doctor Who Daleks, and the Star Wars Stormtroopers. Niagara Falls ComicCon takes place Friday, June 6th, Saturday, June 7th, and Sunday, June 8th at the Scotiabank Convention Center in Niagara Falls, Canada. Tickets are available at the door and online at nfcomiccon.com. Presented by Niagara College, Canada.
Don't need no intervention, you ain't on the ride, there ain't even no ones that come out, putting them out, and they all gon' be missing. Wonder why I'm still here, cause I'm doing on the daily. Act a fool if you met me, you try to be brave and step up, but your crew is too scary. Plus I'm too legendary, it's what we go hard for. I'm rocking your block, you want to you get knocked off. I'm taking your place, yeah, I'm making my property. Maybe a game that you probably did so with your life for me. So it's only right for me. Annihilate them if they get my way of sight, and keep them up off of me. A weakness in you only make an appetite. Anytime I get into it, I be looking at them, looking pitiful and the condition that be critical. Nothing less than original. Plus the ones at the end of you. Who's next?
Finish him! Get over here!
It's time for the news. That's right, your favorite Shock DJ, or some random guy with a microphone is back and has finally got the Droid studio here. Kind of set up. That noise you're hearing in the background, it's a fan. A fan. Okay, so don't worry, I'm not under attack or anything. It sounds like listening to it through like the headset, it sounds like a machine gun, but it's not. So with that said, we got a lot of news, and you just heard the recent addition to the Mortal Kombat franchise. That'd be Mortal Kombat 10, and it's here, finally. But is it going to be good? It should be good. It was made by NetherRealm, who also put out Injustice after remaking the Mortal Kombat franchise. Thank you. And it looks pretty good from the gameplay video that they did post, more for the E3 announcement that will be coming up. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain, because it's about time Mortal Kombat actually does get a reboot and starts over. So that said, this week has been busy. We got a lot of news. So let's get started.
Get over here!
And a very interesting turn of events. Did you hear about this? Well, you should have heard about this. For Marvel has now signed another good actor for another movie. That's right, I'm talking about Thanos. Will be now played by Josh Brolin for the next Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, that's a little bit of a stretch because we still haven't even gotten through the first one that has yet to come out, which will be out momentarily. But you have to really think about this. Josh Brolin does look a lot like Thanos, so this is kind of a win, and we should definitely take it. I don't know, that's just me. But I mean, when I look at his face and I look at Thanos, I'm like, holy shit, they do look alike. Important Star Wars news announcement. That's right, we have signed 2 more. Like, I thought we finalized the cast here, people, but apparently we need to sign on 2 more people, which a lot of people are going a little apeshit over. Mainly because, one is the girl, what's her name? I was just pulling this back up here. Oh, Gwendoline Christie, which is known for her role in Game of Thrones. You know, the giant-ass fucking blonde girl with the sword. That's right. That's who I'm talking about. Brienne of Tarth. Now, she's going to be playing a role, and as well... I can never say her name. Hold on.
Lupita Nyong'o. In American, Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah, her. You know what? Listen, out of respect for certain people, if I can't pronounce the name, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce the name. So, believe it or not, I found on YouTube a video on how to pronounce her name. Things you learn. Now, here's the thing. Rumor has it, one of them is a Jedi and one of them is a Sith. And I remember a long time ago people talking about, I'm not replaying that audio clip again, is going to be playing as a Sith. That would be very interesting. And Gwendoline, well, that's one big-ass Jedi. I think the fact that they're still signing people for this movie is very interesting. And there's a lot of things that's going to be... I have more news, don't worry. I'm not trying to stress this out in no regards. But that's kind of crazy when you really think about it. John Constantine has now got a TV show. This is not new nudes, but the trailer has gone up, and now we actually have a start date for the TV show, which I'm not going to complain because it's very well done as always, because I would expect it to be roughly around this time. I'm talking about Constantine's new air date of October the 24th at 10 p.m. on NBC. Now, before anyone else goes, ooh, this is going to be great, it's probably not. The reason why I say this, because if the show ends up being good, it will get canceled. Yeah, we all know this is true. Almost Human, Firefly, Dracula, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to beat those dead horses, but that's what's going to happen. So I really hope that this show is very mediocre, and maybe we can get a couple seasons out of it before it gets the axe. Because it doesn't look too bad. The trailer was actually quite impressive.
La 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 la.
And it appears X-Force has got the shelf again. Because of X-Men Age of Apocalypse, which if you have not seen this film, I strongly suggest you do. I know there's a lot of people out there who's like, well, X-Men, Bryan Singer ruined everything. You know, it's time to get over that. Because actually with X-Men Days of Future Past, if you have not listened to our podcast, which was a giant review of it, then I won't spoil too much. I'll just say everything is fixed. See? You gotta have a little faith once in a while. But unfortunately, X-Force gets the shelf for now, because it has kind of thrown a little bit of a monkey wrench in for that. And it makes everyone wonder, when are we going to see Cable? Cable is a very important character, which... in the original X-Men storyline before Days of Future Past, he would never exist. That has been now since fixed. So now we need to know how this is going to go, but with no X-Force movie at this time, we're going to have to wait. And that means more waiting for Deadpool. Unacceptable. And did you know, because of Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel has decided to hold off on all toy production lines until that movie? Now that's a pile of horse shit, because X-Men had the biggest and largest roster of super mutants ever in one movie, and you're like, nah, we're gonna put that off to the side because Guardians of the Galaxy is gonna be a great fucking movie. Yeah, I can't wait to see Vin Diesel is a fucking tree, and fucking, what's his name? Bradley Cooper is a midget raccoon. Yes. Let's take the franchise that basically put Marvel in the movie industry and sold them a lot of movies before the Avengers and Iron Man and all that fun shit. Nah. Let's get them in the shaft, we'll put them off to the side, and then we'll help out Guardians of the Galaxy. Sounds like a fantastic business plan. Jeez. What do you think, Deadpool?
You see that? That's how you beat Wolverine, people. And you don't even need optic blasts! Next time, maybe you should let Nero do your fighting, Skippy. Yeah.
And Ruben Fleischer, the director of Zombieland, which, by the way, is probably one of the most badass zombie films to ever be created, basically because it was more of a comedic type of movie, has taken on the director's role and will now be working Ghostbusters. Really? Newsflash, Harold Ramis is dead. Bill Murray wants nothing to do with the project, so that leaves Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson, which, you know what, when I see him this weekend, I'm going to ask him, but I highly doubt he's going to give me a straight answer about anything, because he probably can, or he has some weird gag order. Anything's possible. But really, you know, the time to make Ghostbusters 3, especially since Harold Ramis was a writer and very pivotal to the original one, I'm sorry guys, that time's gone. And that wraps up this week's news. Thank you for listening as always. We definitely do appreciate you. I apologize we didn't have a podcast the past weekend because of me moving the entire studio, but that has been since resolved. So with that said, the podcast will become more consistent and if more frequent possibly. Stay tuned for the review of Watch Dogs. I will give you a hint. It's not that good. And there's I think Wolfenstein, I'm going to give Wolfenstein a good go sometime this week. And as well, I believe my friend Mark wanted to go see Godzilla, possibly. I know I mentioned I was going to watch it, but the copy I downloaded, I won't lie to you, it was pretty shit. And I'd rather just go see it in the theater. So, with that said, I will play you off today. I won't be playing you off with the news. I'll be playing you off with a cover. Yes, I like to promote local bands and indie bands that I find all the time. And there's a band called Break of Reality that loves to do covers on violins and such. So with that said, this is their version of Game of Thrones Entrance.